Welcome back! So this is part 2 of Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods as a movie. So I've just said that there was a bingo competition. It's Bulma's birthday party. It's her 38th birthday party. 38th birthday. Yeah, all the usual people are there. Gohan's there, Vidal's there, Goten, Trunks. You know, there's a little subplot going on where there's Emperor Pilaf, and basically there's some story where I think he made a wish on the Dragon Balls that he wanted to be younger, and they made him and his two comrades into children. So they're trying to steal the Dragon Balls as much as they can, and trying to think about how they're going to hold people for ransom, and they want these wishes, and blah 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 blah. And Trunks sees this girl, who's not really a girl, she's really like a 41-year-old woman, one of Emperor Pilaf's accomplices, and he's like, "Oh, she's my girlfriend," and all this stuff, like trying to impress Goten. So yeah, that's kind of the underlying story. Basically, they're having this party, and Hakushin appears, and like King Kai tells Vegeta, right, he just beat Goku in 2 moves. And it's the first time, this is where fans will really appreciate this movie, where Vegeta's scared, and instead of being arrogant Vegeta, he's trying to be really humble to Hakushin because he doesn't want anyone to get hurt and he don't want the Earth to get destroyed. And usually that's Goku's lot. Usually Goku's like, I'll fight if I have to, but only to protect people. And usually it's Vegeta like, I'll fight you with my strongest form, trying to surpass Goku in every way. And it was a complete flip script. So Vegeta, I swear to God, he became this little bitch, like, he's like trying to keep Hakushin away from the party because he don't want anyone else to get involved in it, trying to keep it hush-hush. And then Bulma's turning up like, oh, hi, friends of Vegeta, come to the party, we've got bingo and food. And obviously Hakushin's enjoying all the food, and Wiz is really enjoying the sushi and wasabi and things like this. And basically, to keep Bills happy, Vegeta it's like just tries to distract him every time something could upset him a little bit, because Hakushin's he's really childish in his emotions. He's really nonchalant about a lot of stuff. Like his kind of head's kind of everywhere, and he kind of does things on a whim. So if he gets a little bit annoyed, he'll destroy a planet. So Vegeta's singing and dancing the bingo song, full on dancing moves and singing to kind of like amuse Hakushin, and Hakushin's just like, my God, what a terrible dancer. So, basically, he has this, the long short story of it is, after a little bit of complication, so it's kind of like, Bulma is kind of like getting defensive of Vegeta, and after quite a lot of run around, she slaps Hakushin in the face. Full on pimp slaps him in the face for being rude, and he slaps her back. He full on does, she slaps him, and he just goes like, pow, and knocks Bulma the fuck out. The amazing thing about this is Goku was knocked out by a flick and a judo chop. Hakushin full on slapped her across the face. He slapped the lips off her face, and she was back up again within a couple of minutes. He poked Vegeta between the eyes, and his ass was out cold. All he did was poke him, and he was out cold. Then he starts fighting people at the party. He gets chopsticks, and he knocks Piccolo out with pressure points with the chopsticks. Amazing stuff. Goten and Trunks do their fusion. They become Gotenks. Hakushin picks them up, puts them over the knee, spanks the shit out of them, and they fall to the knee like, we're sorry. They're like passed out from that. Which the little things like that I really love, because you know that Gotenks is a proper little brat, so it's nice seeing him get a little bit of discipline. And it's just little things in the movie like that, little things that just make you feel all warm inside. And although Hakushin is like this god, he's really childish in his emotions. So basically he says, Goku comes back and he's like, okay, he's not leaving until he fights the Super Saiyan God, and none of us can beat him. So they summon Shenron, and even Shenron, or Shenlong in the Japanese version, even Shenron is shitting his pants. He's like, oh, Hakushin Bill's but getting really pissed and wet himself. It's like, basically, there was a Super Saiyan God, and he tells his whole backstory of how they created a Super Saiyan God, and how it doesn't exist anymore. And then he tells them the method for doing it. He says, basically, what you have to do is you have to have 5 Saiyans who let all their energy flow into one, who becomes a Super Saiyan God. So they're sitting there thinking, I thought, oh, that's really convenient, but I thought you'd need 6 people. Because if there's 5 people flowing into one, you need 6 Saiyans, and there isn't 6 Saiyans. There's Goku, Vegeta, there's Goten and Trunks, who are, Trunks is half a Saiyan, Goten is half a Saiyan, and Gohan is half a Saiyan, because Goku's a full one. He was, as much as he grew up on Earth, he was born on planet Vegeta, he was a Saiyan. His father was a Saiyan, and his mother was a Saiyan. So, Goku and... So when you work it out, there's not full Saiyans, so really between them, if you got 2 half Saiyans, that would make a full Saiyan, and then another half Saiyan, so it never worked out as 5. So Goku, Vegeta, Goten, Trunks, Gohan, all were letting their energy flow into Goku to make the Super Saiyan God to fight Bills. And it doesn't work. And then they do point out the error of, don't that mean there needs to be 6 Saiyans? And then Videl is like, well, maybe there is another Saiyan, because she's pregnant with Pan at the time, but she hasn't told Gohan yet. Earlier on in the movie, the people that were trying to hold the party at ransom, Emperor Pilaf, the girl the girl who Trunks was trying to pretend was his girlfriend, who was really 41, she'd started shooting bullets at Gohan, because he was like, shoot at Saiyan man, it won't hurt me, and he's like deflecting all the bullets away, and one hit Videl, and Dende healed her because obviously he's a god as well. He healed Videl, and when he did that, he found out she was pregnant, but obviously he nearly blurted it out, but she was like, no, I'm not ready for people to know yet. So they let all the power flow to Goku, and he becomes a Super Saiyan God, and you thought it'd be some amazing transformation like Super Saiyan 4, and it wasn't. It was just Goku. He had like reddy, pinky tinged eyes, kind of looked like blackcurrant, and he had like reddish kind of hair, like red prune coloured hair, and he was fighting Bill Hakushin, Bills, and is like talking shit to Goku about how he's so proud, and some Saiyans are proud, but Goku's a different kind of proud, and he was like, no, Vegeta's usually the proud one, and there's just the whole movie was completely different, because Vegeta was trying to be completely humble, and trying to prevent any violence, where Goku was just egging it on just because he wanted to test his might. It really is like the arrogance of Saiyans really came into this. And then as soon as Bulma got slapped, Vegeta had just gone Super Saiyan and started beating the shit out of Bills for a little bit. He got the better of him for like 5 seconds. But that was a Super Saiyan. He wasn't a Super Saiyan God, and he did more damage than Goku did at Super Saiyan 3. So it really is more about the passion behind your fighting than just your level of energy. So basically, they do all this fighting. Hakushin shoots this mega powerful ball at the Earth because they're in Goku fighting in space, and Goku's trying to hold it back. And and after a while, like he'd stopped being Super Saiyan God for a while. He just dissipated it. He was still this god person. And in the end of it, it was really a kind of washout, because they both just returned to Earth, and he was just like, basically, he's like, okay, you were stronger than I expected, but I'm still going to destroy the Earth because I don't go back on my word. So everyone's like, oh shit. And then he just shoots at a rock, and the rock kind of like shoots at rock, and some of it blows up. And I was like, well, he did destroy Earth, technically. He destroyed a bit of Earth. So he did destroy Earth. If you look at the technical term of Earth, which is ground. And I thought, oh, that'll be the explanation, but it wasn't. And he was just like, well, I used up more energy than I needed, than I thought, and now I just haven't got the energy to destroy Earth, so next time I will. And Bourne was like, well, next time, come to a party, just be a bit more courteous. He's like, okay, and if your pudding isn't great, then I'm going to destroy Earth. Because earlier on, he'd been fighting with Majin Buu over pudding, and you don't fight with Majin Buu over sweets, right? That's another little Easter egg for fans. Like, he was saying to Buu, give me one, I just want one. And Boo's like, no, they're all mine. And he starts licking all the pudding cups because they're all his. And it's like, that's so Majin Buu. So it's great like that. And so, yeah, basically that was just kind of showed you kind of whim that Hakushin has. That he just, he he just does things on a whim, and then he tells Goku, like, you're the second strongest person I've ever faced. And the first one was Whiz, who his mentor is. So basically the mentor, who's really passive. Like, you can tell that he doesn't really want the world to be destroyed. He doesn't really care. He's indifferent. Like, he's one of them people that is just kind of don't get involved. He's really passive. All he's cared about since he got on Earth was eating food. Was eating loads and loads, or just eating as much as he could because he just enjoyed sushi. So, yeah, basically, he says he's going to go to sleep for 3 more years because Vegeta and Goku are only going to get stronger and it'll be more interesting. They travel back to Hakushin's planet, and then Wiz is like, here, have some of this wasabi. Some people say you like it, some people say you hate it, and this is one of the most funny things ever. Hakushin eats it, his face goes immediately red, steam coming out, and he flies off his chair, and he starts bouncing off rocks like a pinball. And then he's like, oh, so I'm going to sleep. And Whis is like, not before you brush your teeth. And it's just the little things like that that made me really enjoy this movie. It's just the little things. And another thing that just really made me enjoy it was the visuals on this film. Like, it's animated, it's a cartoon, fine, it's anime. But the visuals on it looked like it was fucking CGI because it just looked too good to be drawn. The way that the energy balls pulsated, the way Hakushin looked when it was glowing, just things like that. So at some point you were just like, there's no way they drew this because the visuals were just so beautiful, they were so stunning. The fight scenes just looked great, and it was just one of those where I watched the movie and I really enjoyed it. I was just stood there looking going, wow, at visuals. And I'm not usually a person that takes that into consideration. But it was just, for visuals alone, it was an amazing thing. It shows how far they've come since the original drawings, but this is just an amazing film. Even in Japanese, when sometimes their word didn't translate properly over into ours because they don't have the same words we do, it was still a coherent story. I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed the music as well a little bit. It was just an overall great story. I really enjoyed it. And I think if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, it's worth a watch just so you can watch it. Like I'd never seen really many Dragon Ball Z films, not many. But this one I watched it and I enjoyed it. I was like, okay, so I know whereabouts in the timeline this one is. It makes perfect sense. I like it, and it makes me think, wow, these are the kind of strong beings that exist in this universe. And like Hakushin was saying, like, I'm only one god. There's more universes than this. And he's like, there could be like another 12 universes, and there could be people stronger than I am. And he'd never even fought Goku, and they said at the end, he was telling Goku, oh, I'm going to be fighting you at 80%, I'm going to go full power now. And the whole time he'd be lying, because Wiz had said at the end, oh, I've never seen anyone make you use 70% of your power before. And it was like, 70%? So he wasn't 80%, it was 70%. Like, his full potential must be fucking insane. If, barely trying, he can flick Goku and knock him the fuck out. It just makes you think the testament to the kind of power that is to come. So, it's an amazing film. I really enjoyed it. It's not that long, but it's just over like an hour. I think near enough an hour and a half. I just really enjoyed this film. I think if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, you'll enjoy the little the Easter eggs, the little references. So comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you later.